I've done a lot of the videos that I've done on the Shiba Inu token, and they have all kind of revolved around putting some sanity into the just massive amount of hype and insane predictions that people have made for this token. And it pains me every time that I see one of these videos come out where someone says that Shiba Inu is going to $1 or even 10 cents or even 1 cent anytime in the near future. And especially with those first two, $1 and 10 cents, to get to that level is going to take just a massive amount of hyperinflation and time, in my opinion. And so what I've done is I've just tried to make videos that bring things down to a reasonable real life level. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is that a lot of times when you're talking, if it's on Twitter, if it's on Reddit, or anytime on the internet, a lot of people will say to your response to anything about how it cannot get to $1 or whatever price is that either Doge did it, or that, for example, Bitcoin did it. Those are usually the two that are brought up because, you know, Doge is a meme coin just like this, and it has a lot of similarities to the Shiba Inu token. And then Bitcoin because it was the original cryptocurrency, and you know, it had a ton of doubt and a ton of legitimacy issues when it was brand new. And so I wanted to address those things and kind of look at how Doge, SHIB, and Bitcoin all fit together, and what their differences are, and how they've been kind of underestimated in the same way. Now, before we get into anything that's technical in any way, let's start by talking about the way that people feel about these coins, these tokens, these cryptocurrencies, because that ends up being a lot of what people refer back to when they say, well, they said the same thing about Bitcoin, or they said the same thing about Doge, or they said the same thing about Shiba Inu token. And anytime that anyone says that it can't get to whatever, that is what they always go back to. When you look in the case of Bitcoin, when that first came out, everybody said it wasn't going to be anything. People would refer to it as a scam. There was very little legitimacy outside of a niche group of folks, like, for example, the people that are in the Shiba Inu token right now. It's a very small group of people that had confidence in it and that it would be something in the future. But what I think worried people more than anything is that this was a brand new concept when Bitcoin came out in 2009. That there had never been anything done like this, and was it a scam? Was it being used for drug trafficking, for human trafficking, illegal stuff? Would it be shut down by the government? There was just a lot of questions about it because it had, again, never been done before. And I think that is where a lot of the doubt and the FUD came about from Bitcoin. And a lot of that still lingers on to this day, even though Bitcoin is pretty well established and is a pretty solid store of wealth, to the point that major financial institutions are buying it, buying into it, trading it, etc. But that is what was the deal with Bitcoin, was that it was a brand new technology and people didn't really have a lot of faith in that brand new technology. Now, when you get into Dogecoin came out obviously after Bitcoin, and what it was is it's a meme coin. It's an altcoin very similar to the Shiba Inu coin as far as the idea goes, but very dissimilar once we get into the technical part of the Shiba Inu token. But the thing that people didn't believe in Doge is because really it had no use. It had no real legitimacy to it at all, because the people weren't accepting it. It wasn't really a store of wealth. It didn't have any type of ecosystem or swap. All it was a joke between a couple of programmers to make kind of a fun little side project to go against Bitcoin. Not even necessarily against Bitcoin, but just as a joke between the two of them. And what ended up happening was it ended up taking off in popularity, and it ended up getting endorsed by a lot of celebrities, and it was pumped by Elon Musk, and everyone knows that he's a big time celebrity at this point, but he's also a technology and industrial celebrity. And with that pumping up of that coin, it has gone up far higher than anyone could have ever seen it go prior to, you know, it going up in value. So the doubt for that one was that it could go up because it was this meme coin, because it was this, you know, altcoin that really had no use really then, and really very little use now. And then that brings us to the Shiba Inu token, which is in a lot of ways very similar to Dogecoin, being a meme coin, being an altcoin, And the difference is that with this one, as far as going up in price, we kind of got to get into the technicals here, is that people are saying that there is no way that the Shiba Inu token with the 395 trillion tokens outstanding can ever be worth either a penny, 10 cents, or a dollar, because of the sheer amount of money that that would have to be worth versus, you know, the amount of money that's in circulation and the amount of money in other well-established markets such as like the S&P 500 or the US total stock market. And that is where a lot of folks are drawing the line and saying that this is why this can't happen. They're saying that it's impossible, and in general, I agree with those people, because it would take Shiba Inu token being worth a heck of a lot more money than Doge, Bitcoin, and every single other cryptocurrency listed right now to be worth even $1 and probably even 10 cents or 1 cent, because I haven't done the math on that right here on my notepad. But it would take just an enormous amount of value in order to get to that $1 level. And so those are the differences between those three different cryptocurrencies that have had a lot of FUD with them since the time that they came out. And just a recap: Bitcoin with its brand new technology, and people didn't trust in the brand new technology. Dogecoin, in that it was a altcoin or a meme coin, and then in the SHIB because it would have to be worth so much in order for it to get to that even approaching $1 level. So when you guys look at these cryptocurrencies and you get into the technicals about it, the mathematics where you can really put pen to paper and make a good argument for or against something, when you look at especially Doge and the Shiba Inu token, that's when you can start to see this giant chasm of difference between the two of them. And the biggest thing is the outstanding amount of tokens or coins for each one of these projects. Now, Dogecoin only has 131 billion coins outstanding right now, and the Shiba Inu token only has 395 trillion tokens, which, as far as I know, is the largest cryptocurrency that is in mainstream trading on, you know, like multiple exchanges. And a lot of times people will respond to this with, well, Dogecoin is an inflationary cryptocurrency. They add 5 billion coins to this circulation all the time, so it's going to go down in value over time, whereas Shiba is a deflationary cryptocurrency because they're never going to add any coins to it, and over time, either through natural or artificial burn mechanisms, you will see either the coins or the tokens in circulation be reduced, or they will at least stay the same while the market cap goes up because more money is coming into it. And while that is true, while Dogecoin is an inflationary cryptocurrency, they only add 5 billion a year to this. And with the Shiba Inu token having 395 trillion tokens outstanding, this is essentially a pre-inflated cryptocurrency. And when you start looking at the difference between the SHIB and Doge, when you subtract the 131 billion coins from the 395 trillion tokens, and then take that and divide that by 5 billion tokens that is added to Dogecoin every single year, it would take you 78,974 years for Dogecoin to inflate to the point where it is equal to what the Shiba Inu token circulating supply is right this second. And in that space of time, you would end up getting to the point where in the rate of inflation would actually be ahead of the effective rate of inflation for Dogecoin, which would make it effectively a deflationary cryptocurrency in relation to the US dollar. And then finally, there is kind of the intangible about who is supporting each one of these cryptocurrencies, the community that's supporting the cryptocurrencies. And the thing is that, you know, Bitcoin has just a gigantic community at this point. You know, it's been around since 2009. It's almost predates the iPhone. It's right in the same year range that the iPhone came out. It's solid. Like, there is a very well done community, including now major investment firms. So this is being pushed in a very high level. Okay, so Bitcoin is good. Dogecoin has also created a gigantic community around it, and then it's found celebrity endorsers, like for example Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, and I'm sure there's a ton of other ones that have really pushed this and get a lot of success in pushing these coins on their various platforms. Heck, Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live and mentioned it several times, even though he called it a hustle. You know, the deal is that any publicity is good publicity. Right now, Shiba Inu Token really just has that core group of Shiba supporters, the Shiba army, and it hasn't really grown outside of that to any celebrity endorsement. So when you guys are out there and you're looking at these insane videos on YouTube talking about going to $1 or going to a penny within, you know, the next year or by the end of the year, or you're looking at comments on Reddit or Twitter and they're saying, you know, any type of outrageous hyperbole hype stuff, just take a minute and pull back and look at what these other coins have going for them. Look at what the SHIB has going for it itself, as far as just having a really good community, having its own decentralized exchange, and especially if they can get Shibarium out and make it a lot less costly for you to move your SHIB or your leash or your bone around. With the Ethereum gas fees being what they are and taking up a lot of what people end up having in their returns. Until those things are all solved, be very careful to be listening to anyone that says that SHIB's going to $1. Now, keep in mind that if Shiba would go to $1, it would be worth the entire thing, the market cap would be worth $395 trillion, which is about 10 times the value of the United States S&P 500 index altogether. So I'm not saying that it is totally, no, I'm going to say that $1 in the current scheme of things is completely impossible unless they do put in a massive burn effort to burn off a lot of coins. Not just a few, you're probably going to have to burn off around 99% of the coins in order for us to get up near $1. So guys, if you like this video, if you found some value in it, please give me that thumbs up. That really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe down there to grow your wealth, increase your success, put you on the road to financial freedom. We talk about all things money, cryptocurrencies, investing in stocks, investing in real estate, creating streams of passive income to help you reach financial freedom. I appreciate you guys watching today, and I'll see you on the next one.